What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know, Joe Boo Sports Report started quite a long time ago. And what was unique about what I used to do is, because I had a day job, when news would break on the Cowboys, wherever I was, no matter what I was doing a video telling everybody I would be telling everybody what is going on with the Cowboys. And I have done some videos in some very unique places and trying to get some stuff done before training camp opens up, so that way once we do have stuff to really report on, I can be there capturing it as it happens. So I'm out here at the Red Brick House up on 12-foot A-frame ladder with a 16-foot extension paint pole, trying to get up as high as I can on here, because I'm not one that wants to put a whole ladder against the house to try and do this, but I'm going to try and get as high as I can. So anyway, while I'm sitting here working, I'm thinking about a couple things. Now, to be clear, this is the silly season because there's nothing going on right now, okay? We've talked about Micah Parsons' hair, or lack thereof, where he was getting clowned and called basically George Jefferson and needing to go to Turkey to get some work done this morning. I clarified a little bit more about Tyler Booker and his camp and the kid that he pushed down, which is actually kind of cool because dude was literally beating everybody. Dude went like 16 times straight against everybody and still was beating them. You know, those guys with fresh legs, he's out there still cleaning up. And Tyler Booker finally said, I got to go against this guy, and wouldn't let him beat him, which was kind of cool. But here's the real question, and this is still on my mind because Dan Salia screwed me up. Because we were talking about, you know, the Eagles, you know, they keep talking about, well, you know, the Eagles, Jalen Hurts is so great, you know, and this, that, and the other. And I say, you know, he's part of a great system and a great team that Howie Roseman has put together. And the Cowboys, people will argue and say, well, you know, Jack's had some great teams. I don't know that he's ever had one as good as what the Eagles were last year. That's just my own personal opinion. You can say differently. I'm going to say I think that Dak has actually elevated some of the players on our team to be better than what some of them may have been elsewhere. You know, Cedric Wilson, for example, people will go through and say that the 22 team was stacked. Was it stacked? Let's think about some of the players that were on there. Do you look at Noah Brown and say Noah Brown is a top 10 wide receiver, or Cedric Wilson? Cedric Wilson, how you doing? Cedric Wilson's best year was 22 with Dak Prescott when they had Amari Cooper. And think about some of the guys they had on the offensive line. You had Tyron Smith miss most of the season with injuries like he usually did. You had Terrence Steele in his second year after having an abysmal rookie season. You had Biotish taking over at center. I'm not going to say that Biotish was great right then and there. You had Micah Parsons as a rookie, who he came out the box really, really good. But I don't know that you look at it and say that the Cowboys had the talent of like what the Eagles have. I mean, think about what the Eagles have on the front line, you know, players-wise. You start thinking about like Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter's. We ain't ever had guys like that in forever. Now, here's the question is, And I already know what the answer is because we are Cowboys. But should the Cowboys be satisfied, should Jerry and Stephen Jones be satisfied with what they've done to this point for the team? Should we feel good that just getting George Pickens and some of the other players that we have, that we are in a great position to be successful and we don't need to do anything? I know what my answer is, but my answer doesn't mean crap because I've got no play power for the Cowboys. See, I think that now is the time that they should be even more aggressive, because here's the thing. You got Dak coming off of an injury, right? I got to move the ladder. You got Dak coming off an injury, right? And Dak coming off injuries, he has been really good. He has been extremely good coming off of injuries. And you may want to take advantage of that situation if everything is like it's been in the past. So knowing that things are cyclical, Dak Prescott, if he's going to have a great year, it may be the reason that you decide, let's go all in. You do have the $32 million right now of cap space, right? Phew. So you get Micah Parsons done, you'll get yourself about another 10. That's good. And you can go out there and you can get some more players to add to this mix to try and maximize what you have on the field. And that should be how the Cowboys should be looking at this. Instead of saying, hey, we did a great thing, we got George Pickens, we should be done now. No. This should be looking like, hey, we got George Pickens. What else can we add to the mix to try and make this a super team? Because, see, the way I look at it, we have so many question marks right now of guys that we're going to be relying on that have not performed the way we wanted them to. You know, guys like Mozzie and Schoonmaker and things. We have guys that are injured, and Savon Revell and Diggs and Overshown that we're going to be counting on to come back out there. And we have a lot of potential in former first-round picks that, for whatever reason, didn't live up to the hype. And so there's no guarantee that now that you got them just because they were a first-round pick, now all of a sudden they're going to end up living up to the hype of being that first-round pick. It may be that they're just a bust. And you don't want to find that out when you don't have anything there to back them up. So this, to me, this is the case of you should be trying to do more as opposed to less right now. Whew. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do more over here. Painting this house, getting this thing out of the way. So in 3 weeks' time, I'll have all my work and stuff done, and I can just focus in on the Cowboys. I tell you, this place, oh boy, it's been a lot of work and a lot of money. But for me, it's been priceless. So I want to get your thoughts. What do you guys think? Should the Cowboys be satisfied with what they've done so far, or should they be getting more aggressive and trying to do more right now and say, we'll worry about the Bills down the road? I think they need to do more right now. That's my own personal opinion and my take, and I'm going to stick with that. All right, people. Hope y'all are having a great day. Give me your thoughts in the comments on what do you think. Have the Cowboys done enough, or should they be getting more aggressive again? Whew. Boy, seems like I've been working on this house forever, because I've been working in this house forever. I think we originally got this house Dak's rookie year. Whew. And spent 5 years trying to get a building permit. And really, the last 2 years of getting it together. Wow. But look at it. Look at the flowers, the plants, the porch. Whew. I got to get up there and fix that brick up there. There's always work to do here at the Red Brick House. Alrighty, good people. As always, you know how I roll. I got to get back up here and get this shit done. Peace.